In June and July of 1999, South America celebrated the 39th staging of the Copa America, held in Paraguay. 12 countries competing for the South American Championship. A carnival of international football now staged every 2 years. Copa America '99 certainly lived up to all expectations.
Direita para Carlos Alberto, vamos Capita, ultrapassa a linha média, ainda caminhando Carlos Alberto, deu para Tostão, ajeitou, tenta virar, executa, no rosto de Lapone, a pelota fica ainda para Tostão, vai Tostão.
Ronaldo and Brazil arrived as defending Copa champions from 1997, but now they were looking to regain their respect after their devastating ending to the World Cup in France '98. The world's oldest continental championships were being held in Paraguay for the first time. The competition started with 3 groups of 4. The host nation were drawn in Group A, with Peru, one of the 2 invited guests, Japan, as well as the '97 Copa runners-up, Bolivia. The tournament was to be opened by Peru and Japan, and to be followed by the host nation against Bolivia. For Paraguay, the expectations were high. They'd performed splendidly in the World Cup, only going out to a golden goal to the eventual winners, France. Group B consisted of the holders Brazil, Chile, the second of the 2 invited teams Mexico, and Venezuela. Brazil would face Venezuela in their opening match, an ideal start against far inferior opposition. Chile's hopes of qualification lay with the form of Marcelo Salas and Ivan Zamorano, whilst the Mexicans would be led by the unmistakable Luis Hernandez, the top scorer in the '97 Copa America. Group C was certainly the toughest in the '99 Copa. Argentina and Uruguay, both joint record 14 times winners of this tournament, along with Colombia and Ecuador. Uruguay and Colombia started the ball rolling in Group C. Most of Argentina's European-based stars, including Batistuta and Crespo, were rested for this tournament. The coach, Marcelo Bielsa, only 6 months into the job, was looking to regain the trophy with a new-look squad based from the domestic Argentine league. The top 2 in each group and the 2 best third-place teams would play in the last 8 in the second week of the competition. In the knockout phase, if the scores were to finish level after 90 minutes, no extra time, straight to a penalty shootout. There was to be a third-place playoff, and the final to take place just 3 weeks after the start of the tournament in the Paraguayan capital, Asunción. 5 stadia in 4 locations: the Estadio Defensores del Chaco, the national stadium in Asunción, venue for Group A games, and the final. Also in the capital, Estadio Cerro Porteño was used for the Group C match, Uruguay against Colombia. North of the capital, the suburb of Luque, the Estadio Feliciano Casares has a 22,000 capacity and was the smallest of the venues. Ciudad del Este, the fastest growing city in Paraguay, and the Estadio 3 Febrero, home to all games played in Group B. Further north, the final location for Copa '99, Pedro Juan Caballero. 4 games were scheduled for the Estadio Rio Parapiti. At the start of 1999, Paraguay was a country in political turmoil, deep national unrest. But come the 29th of June, the nation had united to put on a show for its visitors. The carnival had begun in the capital, Asunción. And as the opening ceremony raised the curtain for the opening match, the fireworks that lit the sky were to symbolize the excitement over the forthcoming weeks. We certainly saw that in the opening match, Peru against Japan from Group A. What a great start for them. Wagner Lopez, he got a touch there, and a game that may well come to life with an early goal, gets an early goal for Japan.
That's an excellent back header.
It's over Maestri. It's a Jorge Soto! Well, they found an equaliser, and Soto, who impressed going forward in the first half, hadn't done it so much in the second half, but there he was. The deep ball reached him beyond the far post. The angle was tight, but the shot was true, and Peru have finally found an equaliser with 20 minutes to go. And Maestri, oh, turned onto the post, and the follow-up is wide from Holsen. Solano. Oh, it's Holsen! Well, they look to the linesman for offside, but it's been a real turnaround here.
Yeah, just as we suspected. I thought if they get one, they would get more than one. They certainly have. A brilliant goal by Holst. He was fortunate. The ball was, it broke off a defender right into his path. The shot was struck from distance, but he managed to put away the rebound, and full marks to him. He was there to snap it up.
Oh, deflection! And it's 2-2! Well, what an extraordinary second half we're having.
Yeah, we're getting goals now, and that was deflected. The wall wasn't solid enough, and in it went, and a great piece of finishing from Noura.
Trying to defend with a good shape, but Solano slipped infield. That's a fine ball, and Holsen! Well, Peru have dug deep, and they now lead 3-2. Solano very much involved, and Holsen gets his second. Peruvian fans calling for the final whistle, and the referee obliges. Peru have got 3 goals to give them 3 points here, but it looked for a long while as though it would be a very different tale to bring you in the first game of the 1999 South American Championships. Peru's next match was against Bolivia, and a second win would guarantee their place in the last 8.
Oh, what a tremendous effort that was, and I think some of the crowd at the far end of the field even thought that that one had gone in. A really terrific shot from Pereira, only just off target. Tofinho loses out to a challenge this time. Palacios turning it on. And that's not a bad ball. Danger here for Bolivia! Right at the death. Peru had surely gone and won it. And the goal coming from the man who'd only been on the field, what, 2 minutes? Zuniga. Would you believe the goal-scoring hero of just a few minutes ago is now the villain? Zuniga is shown a red card.
The host nation, Paraguay, had only drawn their first game against Bolivia and had the critics on their backs. Against Japan, they soon stoked the burning passion back into the home support. Unfortunate deflection there for Japan. Oh, what a fantastic goal! Well, they have produced an opener, and it's Benitez.
ferocious right foot shot. Probably the best strike we've seen so far in the competition. Unstoppable.
Arte. She played against Paraguay. Clive knew the opposing coach. She'd do everything to try and stop Arte getting forward from the right back position because he is a good supply line for them. They need to look more often than not to the other flank, but now it's a through the centre, a looping header, 2-0. Santa Cruz.
Great awareness, he knows exactly where the goalkeeper is. Tremendous finish from the 18-year-old Santa Cruz.
It's a straightforward ball, the direct route, and it's 3-0. And Benitez, quick off the mark again.
Arte was trying to find Santa Cruz with a long ball downfield, but Benitez was aware, showed great pace, and really what an exquisite finish.
Still Paraguayan passes being put together and a chance for Arte to whip in a cross, and it's 4-0, and the big fella's got it, Santa Cruz.
It's a name to remember. He's certainly making his name in Copa America. A goal of real quality, quality cross, and there's one of his great strengths. Powerful header down into the far corner, giving the goalkeeper absolutely no chance.
So with that win plus a draw, Paraguay would finish top of Group A if they could beat Peru, who'd played 2, won 2.
And we almost had a goal for Paraguay there inside the opening, well, 90 seconds of the second half, and we could have had one again. The ball smacking against the crossbar. Paraguay really unlucky not to be in front here. Arce, as usual, will take the free kick. Oh, good save, and the rebound should have been knocked in without a shadow of a doubt by Benitez. How did he miss that? Cunha plays it straight back in. There must be 4 or 5 Paraguayans waiting for the cross here. Gomaras, one of them, still forward from the earlier corner, and he did well to win it back, and the goalkeeper made a marvellous reaction save there. Gomara determined that that wasn't going to be a lost cause, won the ball back, and when he played it through, well, there was a marvellous scoring opportunity there. Jostling for position going on as Arce delivers a wicked ball in. Ibanez clawing it away. And he's got more work to do, the goalkeeper here. Arce shot deflected. Oh, how did that not go in? Oh! Boy, it's Fred Carners there for a second or two. No one seemed to know where the ball was. It was fizzing around, hitting the post. And I'll tell you what, if this game had really mattered, they wouldn't have been smiling. And this could be the moment for Santa Cruz. The 17-year-old has done it with 3 minutes remaining. Fantastic celebrations all around the stadium. You think they've gone won the Copa America? The players crowd around him, the spectators go wild, and Paraguay think they're going to win it now, and if they do win it, they'll also win Group A.
Paraguay certainly did win Group A. Peru would also qualify for the last 8, but the 97 runners-up Bolivia would have to wait to see if their 2 draws would be enough as a third-place qualifier. Ciudad del Este is the most eastern city in Paraguay, a key border crossing with Brazil. The Estadio 3 Febrero was the venue for Group B matches, which conveniently included the Brazilians. Invited guest Mexico began their tournament against Chile.
Hernandez here and Blanco are a very lively duo up front. for the Mexicans themselves, and that was a great ball in from Hernandez, and very close to the opening goal. Carmona's throw given away again to Chile, and a lovely little interplay again between Zamorano and Salas, and the final shot dipped wickedly and must have caught Campos by surprise.
Let's have a look at it again. Yeah, it took a deflection off the defender, put that little bit of topspin on it, and it started to drop violently.
And Mexico with possibilities here. Hernandez in possession, and if he was trying a shot there, it was certainly a clever effort, because it almost caught the goalkeeper by surprise. It wasn't a bad effort, and the goalkeeper made a rather spectacular but nonetheless effective save. As we see again, that terrific effort, that was on its way, certainly. Mexico's turn to attack again. Blanco. Something usually happens, and he's found Hernandez, who finds the net! Mexico take the lead!
Well, it's the two players that in the first half caused all the problems, Blanco and Hernandez. A little bit of a debate whether he's offside. There's no way he's offside. The linesman's correct. They're appealing. Keeps his calm, and I feel the player who's done the most for me to get a goal deservedly does get the first goal, and it's a cool finish from Hernandez.
It's all over. Second place could be a bridge too far for Chile after this result. Mexico, though, can be looking with confidence to their two remaining matches, thanks to that goal by Hernandez.
Ronaldo arrived at the tournament looking fit, confident and content. It had only been a year since his personal embarrassment in the World Cup final, and no one could tell whether psychologically he would ever recover from the pressures and disappointment of France '98. Ronaldo was desperate for a successful Copa America, but even against Venezuela, the nerves were still very obvious.
Long from Cafu, there's no offside this time, and Ronaldo has missed it. Amoroso and Ronaldo both having to come deep to try and build up the play, and Ronaldo powering on through, but not maybe with past conviction, and he rather clumsily pushed the ball too far ahead. It was a lovely touch that got him into space, and now Cafu, and Ronaldo is there this time. So there is the breakthrough for Brazil. It's taken 26 minutes. Out-swinging corner, tempting the goalkeeper, but having gone, he kept going. Well, they're claiming offside. The header by Emerson. And Brazil celebrate a second with 5 minutes to go to half-time. A bit more circumspect this time, Roberto Carlos. It's a beautifully drilled pass in the end, and it's created the opportunity, and it is 3-0. Well, I just wonder whether the defender got a foot to that, and that's probably an own goal. A little nudge, and it's a blot on the copybook of Rojas. It's been a well-refereed tournament, and the players have played their part. And here's Ronaldo for his second, and it's good to see him smiling again. 18 minutes gone in the second half. Plays it shorter this time to Ronaldinho. Oh, he's got his first international goal. That's a great moment. So Ronaldinho upstages Ronaldo for the moment. And they've unearthed another one, Brazil. Evan Nielsen. It's another one. It's number 6 for Brazil. Definitely belongs to Amoroso, this one. They're in again. It's going to be number 7 for Rivaldo. Venezuela's world is falling apart here. They kept it to 2 in the first half, but the strength and style and sophistication of the opposition, much, too much for them now. And it's finished a 7-goal margin in the end. In truth, it could have been several more.
Next for the Brazilians were Mexico.
Carmona joining the attack again for Mexico. A good open game so far. Although the shooting hasn't been up to the standard of the approach play.
Yeah, the ball's sticking in the grass, Alan. That's the problem. The players are not getting it forward enough out with their feet, and they're running with it, and then when they try the shot, they can't just draw it because the ball sticks there.
Amoroso's shot, and Brazil take the lead, and what a glorious move that was. Rivaldo, Ronaldo, and the finish from Amoroso. As good a goal as you'll see, in particular the first pass from Rivaldo, and Amoroso leading scorer in the Italian league last season, and that does take some doing, has given Brazil the lead here. 19 minutes gone. The Copa America champions lead Mexico by 1-0. Buzzing around the penalty box now. Oh my word, what a goal that was by Alex. Perhaps the least known of the Brazilians, but make a note of his name now, because that is an absolute stunner. It's clipped in, and it's a goal. And the substitute, Terrazas, has made the most of a rather sloppy piece of defending by Brazil from the free kick to prod the ball over the line, and Mexico have pulled it back to 2-1. Carmona doing particularly well there to lose the substitute, Ronaldinho. And Carmona in agony here, and the referee seems to have reached for a card, and he looks in a bit of trouble here, and it's a red card for Rivaldo.
Chile's defeat against Mexico had left the team under intense pressure from their national press. With Brazil still to play, they needed a special performance against Venezuela.
And Sierra. Oh, he's thrashed it in. Well, that will get rid of some of the critics. Jose Luis Sierra, with that wonderful left foot of his, we saw him create a chance with his passing ability. Well, this time he wasn't looking for anyone else, he was looking for the back of the net. It was a beauty.
Mexico continued to impress as they brushed aside Venezuela to guarantee their berth in the quarter-finals.
Lost his defender with a lovely little check back there, and that's goal number 2. Well, Blanco, who scored the first, has created the second for Osorno, but in scoring it, he's obviously hurt himself.
Brazil had already qualified, but this was a night which would finish in a way no one could have predicted.
And this might be their first chance here. Alex. Oh, that is a genuine save. João Carlos, and Ramirez reached up and turned it over the bar as Brazil start to get down to business. Rojas. Oh! Well, it was a wonderful cross, and it needed some lightning reaction from Zamorano to try and get to it. The chance here for Ronaldo, and the captain tonight has got through twice and hasn't converted on either occasion. Ronaldo taking on 3-4, and he's still going, and it's deflected into the side netting.
And there is a lean and hungry look about the man who has had, by his standards, a pretty disappointing European campaign off the back of that extraordinary end to the World Cup for him. Zé Roberto. Sierra tackling from the wrong angle, and Zé Roberto works the 1-2 and ends up on the ground. Brazil have a penalty in the 35th minute. Ronaldo's penalty. 1-0 to Brazil. Taking João Carlos out of the centre, getting past him. And down he goes, penalty! Well, wonderful determination by Claudio Nunes. Pedro Gonzalez to take on Dida, this for 1-1. Oh, great stop, the goalkeeper, and Gonzalez can't follow up the rebound. The Brazilians en masse go to Dida, and a penalty-saving expert he most certainly is. Christian might reach it, can't quite, with a good angle, good turn from him. And he's on the deck again. They're having a handshake. I'm sure that means it's been called off. That's it. Well, the game hasn't been finished in terms of being played the 90 minutes. A sudden onset of fog has produced a match of 86 minutes. The authorities said the result would stand. Brazil had won their group in great style. Mexico also made it to the last 8, and so did Chile as one of the 2 best third-place runners-up. After the break, we'll be looking back at the action from Group C, including Uruguay and Argentina. Lyon is the home of the South American Football Confederation. Now the city was to play host to 2 giants of world football, Argentina and Uruguay. The Uruguayan squad mainly consisting of a successful under-21 team, and against Colombia, their inexperience showed. This is more encouraging for Colombia, and Hamilton Ricard has a chance of opening their account, but was forced wide and couldn't find the scoring shot at the end of it. Look at the pace of Colombia here, and it needed a bit of desperation in the challenge by Magallanes, Colombia's corner, and the presence of Bermudez once more, getting his head to it twice. Uruguay trying to push out, but they've left a gap, and they are a goal down. The chance put in by Bonilla. It looks as though Diego Lopez is going to become the first victim of a red card. Zambrano. Oh, against the post from Quintano. Hacked forward by Magallanes, and he goes diving in. He's already been booked as well, and he's off. Down to 9 men, Uruguay distinctly failed to impress, unlike their great rivals Argentina. Their fans descended on the quiet suburb of Luque for their opening game against unfancied Ecuador.
Argentina on the move again with Zanetti. And that's a dangerous cross, and his partner Palermo could have had the first goal then inside the first 4 minutes. Free kick to Argentina. Barros Schelotto, the player fouled. Dangerous free kick and a goal. The goalkeeper absolutely rooted to the spot. And Argentina take the lead. And a fine header by Simeone. Riquelme's through ball. Helped on by Barros Schelotto. Riquelme wriggling his way into a dangerous position. Moreira doing really well. He's been their star man so far. Here's Graziani with the shot! That was close. Here's Graziani again, and he's opened up the shot! Well, it was on his favourite left foot. He was some distance out. Now there's a lovely ball to spread play, and well placed in the middle is Palermo! It's 2-0 to Argentina! Really drove that free kick in, and Palermo has scored again, his second, Argentina's third, and they're well on their way to victory now. Argentina are off and running. Riquelme with the through ball, and it's a terrific ball too. Danger here again, and Argentina very close to adding another goal through Zanetti. Into the final quarter of an hour, still going strong here, Ecuador's Aguinaga. Whistle's gone, wouldn't have counted. But the referee seemingly waiting to see if any advantage came Ecuador's way. That's a good position, and this young man has looked extremely confident so far, Caviedes. Oh! Well, he's threatened that from the moment he came on, and now he has delivered a beautiful free kick goal that any South American would have been proud of.
Not even divine intervention could improve it further for Ecuador. Now a match that will remain in the record books, all about penalties, and Argentina's Martin Palermo.
It's a handball, and it's been spotted. Got 2 goals against Ecuador the other night. Against Miguel Calero. Oh, and he's missed it by the crossbar. Well, are we going to get another penalty for Colombia? We are. It's Cordoba for Colombia in the 10th minute. 1-0 they lead. Lost by Quintana. It's a penalty. My goodness, this referee is not flinching the big decisions, and it is Ricard. A vital kick, and Burgos has saved it. Quintana impeded. Now what is the referee going to do here with Zanetti? He's off. Well, it worked up to that point. Riquelme, Palermo, penalty, handball. Referee's given another one. This for 1-1. Oh my goodness! Even higher than the first one. Corner for Colombia. 2-0 for Colombia. Imagine if Colombia go on to score from this, which they could do. And they have done. And it's the 16-year-old, definitely this time, Johnny Montaño. Palermo. Oh, it's a penalty again.
Will he or won't he? You've got to mind this guy's nerve, Carly, I've got to say.
Well, he's on a hat-trick of misses. Oh! Well, spin back the video and watch this over and over again, because I can't ever recall seeing this happen.
Palermo's plight couldn't disguise Colombia's might, and they were expected to make it 9 points out of 9 against Ecuador.
Just taken a little bit of a risk, Colombia, but not when Ecuador play like that. That's a good stop by Ceballos from Hamilton Ricard. Gonzalez. Oh, this is lovely play by Colombia. Viveros, Zambrano, can he finish this here? Good stop by the goalkeeper. Had to drop quickly to his right, but a delightful Colombian move. Here's Caviedes, who get his third. He's scored in each of the other games for Ecuador. He's a player of real potential. Making his move behind Higuita and gets to it. Ball's knocked in by Graziani. The whistle had already gone. There were hands on. Here's Ricard. Oh, it's come for Zambrano, and Morantes off the post. Well, it was a fortunate goal. Higuita celebrates it.
Hamilton Ricard was looking to come and hit it, but the number 10, Morantes, got in first.
Here's Ricard. Oh, he's got it. Well, he'll be feeling a great deal better now. Hamilton Ricard, for whom the tournament up to this point has been a considerable disappointment. So Gonzalez getting forward down the right-hand side for Colombia. And they're so confident. And but for the goalkeeper's legs, it could easily have been 3-0. With Zambrano, who certainly deserves a goal for himself. And Gonzalez with a wonderful run. And the goalkeeper thwarts Zambrano again. Here's Viveros, who controlled the ball wonderfully. The height of Porto Carrero. Couldn't do too much with the header, though. And out comes Graziani. Can he go all the way here for Ecuador? Beautifully taken by a player who thoroughly deserves to make a scoring mark on this tournament. Straight through the centre on the counter-attack. Ariel Graziani, and suddenly there's a different perspective.
But Colombia conclusively won Group C. Ecuador had already been beaten by Uruguay.
I'm just thinking there's not been a shock. There will be now. Well, what a chance that was for Alves. He's got to hit the target. He's got to score there, surely. On a decent ball, but Caviedes did well at the second attempt and could be in here. The defender stood on his feet, stood his ground and did well. There's Graziani! Oh my word, what a miss by Graziani. When it looked as though Uruguay had survived the first threat from Caviedes, suddenly he produced another even better chance for Graziani.
Well, I think this is a save from Carini. I don't think he knows an awful lot about it, but it looks as if it hits him on the shoulder. It's a great ball through, and there it just hits him on the shoulder as he comes out, and well played to Fabian Carini.
And surely this will be the goal that we've been waiting for. Zayeta has broken the deadlock, and the front two combine beautifully then to give Uruguay the lead.
And here it is, as Alves just gets enough on it. His first touch is good, out from underneath his feet, and even though the defender makes a challenge, Zayeta places that one comfortably inside the near post.
Here's Cuellar, Lipauskas, Alves. Going to get some smarter football around the opposition penalty area now, with the confidence of a goal behind Lipauskas. Turns it back to Fleur-Queen. Lipauskas again. Looking good here at the moment, Uruguay. And there's a second goal! And in the space of 3 minutes, that man has done it again. Zayeta has made it 2.
Well, it's a fantastic goal because there must have been 16 passes and they've kept the ball. That's the best they've kept the ball. I think you're right when you said it gave them confidence. But the final ball that comes in from Filipauskas is superb. The late arrival of Zayeta, downward header into the far post, and that's a great goal and a superb move from Uruguay.
Guinaga stepping up to the ball. And lifts it over the top to Caviedes. It's just about crept in. And it's given us a grandstand finish, that's for sure. With 12 minutes remaining, Ecuador have pulled back a goal. Caviedes gets his second of the tournament.
Well, this is another player who I feel's played really well and deserved a goal. And it's a clever little rehearsed free kick, which he chips over the top of the wall. Everyone was expecting the shot, and there's a little bit of movement. He doesn't get an awful lot of contact on it, Caviedes, but he gets enough of a touch to deflect it into the net. Lovely little rehearsed free kick, this one, Alan.
That just left one match in Group C, Uruguay against Argentina, both already qualified. A mixed blessing for the winners, though, a quarter-final against Brazil.
Argentina get the first free kick. A crude challenge there, which the referee didn't like at all, on Palermo. Goalkeeper Carini. Ought to get a decent view of this. It's a long way out, but obviously having to line the wall up could cause him a problem, and it's always an inventive free kick where Argentina are concerned, and that is a brilliant start to the match. Oh, what a superb strike by Gonzalez. With only just over a minute gone, Argentina have taken the lead. Gonzalez, he wanted the return ball, but Riquelme had other ideas, and that was an excellent effort from that range by the 21-year-old. Good save from Carini.
Yeah, and the 19-year-old saved it very well. So two youngsters doing great stuff in the early part of the match. Great shot, well saved.
Good football here by Argentina. Gonzalez pulls it back. Now this is where Palermo can be effective, and the little downward header was excellent too. And Riquelme got it onto his right foot, and Palermo shoots. When the ball came to him, he showed the qualities that really matter. He may look clumsy and ungainly at times, but my word, he knows where the goal is, and that's his third of the tournament. Argentina seemingly cruising, 2-0 up. See with the free kick there, rather a dangerous challenge, but surely not a red card challenge. But the referee has decided that Arsenal's Nelson Vivas must go, and that rules him out of the quarter-final now. He had not been previously yellow carded. The referee saw that as a straight red.
So Colombia's 100% record gave them an advantageous draw in the last 8, and Argentina's victory gave them a mouth-watering tie against Brazil. Uruguay also through, and they would be central to the drama of the quarterfinals. That's after the break. With just 8 countries left in the '99 Copa America, the tournament was now beginning to take shape. The quarterfinals would have no extra time after 90 minutes if the scores were level. Penalties would sort out which nation went through into the semi-finals. On paper, at least, the pick of the quarterfinals, Brazil against Argentina. Colombia would face Chile, and the host nation Paraguay, Uruguay. Peru and Mexico, they served up a classic.
Big crowd of around 25,000 inside the stadium. Very quiet at the moment, because I suspect most of them are Paraguayan fans looking forward to their team as Palacios makes a great run here. Oh, what a fine goal! Maestri showing good skill on the ball. And that's a beautiful ball, and again Mexico's defence is all over the place. Lovely chip, and the goalkeeper can't keep it out, and Peru have doubled their lead. The long ball from Suarez. Hernandez controlling it well again. Now Garcia Raspe. Here's Ramirez. Decent ball in again, a fine goal from Hernandez. Well, it had to be him if anyone was going to rescue Mexico. Hernandez well placed in the middle again here, and that could be a penalty. It is. And sure enough, Hernandez strikes it home, and Mexico are off the hook. A bit too much on the cross, but it'll be retrieved by Solano. Well, they've given him the invitation to shoot, and he was not about to turn it down. Palencia has had one great opportunity to bring Mexico level. Decent looking ball. And the shot has produced the equaliser. It'll now go to penalties. Well, the goalkeeper got a hand to it. Clearly over, 1-1. And beautifully struck. And beautifully struck again. And the next penalty also sweetly struck. He screamed it over the bar. An excellent penalty by Zepeda. Oh, it's an awful penalty. And Mexico celebrate.
So Mexico through. Later that evening, Paraguay strong favourites against the inexperienced Uruguayans. More drama was to follow. Here's the chance that Paraguay have been craving here, and Miguel Benitez, inside the first 15 minutes, has tucked this one away.
Magallanes, Alieta, Coelho giving chase. And he makes something for himself here. It's good defending. Alieta follows up! Well, the first goal that Paraguay have conceded in this Copa America. An opportunist effort indeed, but it zipped past Tavarelli. And for the second time today, it's penalties in the Copa America. Leo Keane tucks it away. Oh, goalkeeper went the right way, but it zipped into the net, 1-1. Oh, and he is calmness personified. And Uruguay have the lead again, 2-1. Well, it's in. Oh, by the underside of the bar. By the narrowest of margins. 3-3. Unerring. And he's failed here. It's Magallanes. And it's Uruguay who are into the semi-final.
Against all the odds, Uruguay had beaten the host nation with a perfect 5 from the penalty spot. The next day, it was Colombia with their perfect record against Chile.
They're being troubled here by... Oh, a great goal from Colombia and Bolaño. Well, Chile made the early running, were starting to control proceedings in midfield, but this new Colombian team, with greater thrust to its football, has lived up to that billing with a rare early attack, and Bolaño slammed it into the roof of the net.
Well, whether by design, but Colombia are giving a lot of space away, and have they given an equaliser away?
And what a chance for Zamorano. They had the right man in the right place, it seemed, Chile. But so too did Colombia, and their goalkeeper, Calero, guessed the right way and kept it out. Chile have a corner here. Well, the goal was in the offing, and we talked about bad marking. And look at that, the amount of space that Reyes had to guide the ball down, and it bounced in. It's 1-1.
There it is. The marking is non-existent. He walks in there, doesn't even have to run, walks in, down header, and it bounces tantalisingly into the roof of the net. Excellent goal, but woeful defending. Very, very disappointing from the Colombian point of view. Good left foot delivery, nicely flighted ball, and totally and completely unmarked, and I would say unsavable. Excellent header.
As Freddy Grisales has a look at the free kick options here. Oh, what a shot it was too, and that's why Marcelo Ramirez has been pointed out as the most eye-catching goalkeeper in the group games.
Wonderful shot, superb save, spectacular stuff.
Suddenly Chile lose the ball, and they've lost another goal. Well, Calero's played his part at one end, and instead, Bonilla. It's 2-1.
There he goes, back 3 all at sea. Goalkeeper stranded, came off his line as he had to do, but the final touch by Bonilla sneaked in at the post there.
And there's a run around the back. Another ball into the far post. And Reyes, the big man. It's 2-2.
A great delivery. That was a wonderful ball, played in the left foot, in swinging over the top of everyone, and Reyes timed his run to perfection. Again, very, very disappointingly unmarked from the Colombian point of view, but they should have learned.
Well, Chile, can they get in front for the first time here? It's a wonderful opportunity. They lead by 3 goals to 2. Ivan Zamorano with a real captain's contribution. 19 minutes into the second half. He left Colombia trailing in his wake.
That was a wonderful piece of finishing. A half chance, a counter-attack. He went brilliantly forward, took his time and placed the ball expertly past the despairing Calero. Excellent finishing by Zamorano, who has the reputation for goal scoring at international level. Well done indeed.
A
truly dramatic recovery by Chile. And it's taken them through to the semi-finals.
Chile joining Uruguay and Mexico. Now, two great footballing nations fought for the last place.
Abriu na ponta esquerda, a pelota Paulo César. Recebeu o ponteiro, caminho outra vez, a Tostão na entrada da área perigosa. Passou pelo Bob Moura, entrou na área, bateu o Rais, correu, cruzou para Pelé, ajeitou para Jair, vai marcar, atirou, gol!
A mouth-watering sight, the arrival of Argentina and Brazil. The quarter-final of Copa America was a match worthy of the final itself.
Already you can sense there's an edge to this game that we haven't really witnessed in the Copa America so far. And that's gone in! A deflected shot from Sorin has found the net, and Argentina take the lead inside 11 minutes. Yeah, there must be some argument about who takes free kicks in this squad. It's an absolutely brilliant goal! Rivaldo brings Brazil level. A classic South American free kick. And goalkeeper Burgos didn't blink. Zanetti for Argentina. Another surging run. He's having a wonderful game down this right-hand side, Zanetti. And that's a great ball back to Palermo. And it comes back to the big number 9, who should really have done better. Zé Roberto. Emerson. Lovely pace and power, and a great goal! Ronaldo gives Brazil the lead! What a wonderful goal! 4 minutes into the second half, the champions are in front! Leader anxiously lining up the wall. He hopes he's got it right here. He can't have much of a view of this, the Brazilian goalkeeper. Riquelme takes it again, and certainly the goalkeeper's positioning was absolutely spot on. Ronaldo chasing back over the head of Palermo. The first touch from Lopez. Now that was a clumsy challenge, and the referee has pointed to the spot, and it's the substitute Beto who has made the tackle, and suddenly Brazil's lead is looking in danger here. Well, Palermo said he would take a penalty if necessary despite his 3 misses. Not surprisingly, he's not taking it. It's the captain, Ayala, who steps up, and the goalkeeper has made a fine save. Dida dived to his right to keep out Ayala's penalty, and that might be the save that puts Brazil into the semi-finals. As the substitutes are ready to celebrate. It's all over. Brazil have beaten Argentina, and the semi-final lineup in the Copa America is now complete, and Brazil will play Mexico in this stadium on Wednesday night, and the champions are going to take some beating.
Yes, the semi-final lineup included Uruguay, Chile and Mexico. But the word out on the street was that Brazil were back to their brilliant best. For the semi-final stage of Copa America '99, the carnival atmosphere made its way back to Asunción. The host nation's departure in the last round had led to extra interest in their conquerors, the young players of Uruguay. Now they faced an experienced Chile team whose performances had improved as the tournament had progressed. And it's reached Garcia. And Zalayeta off to Coelho. Alves trying to get free of a marker here, and Uruguay get a corner. Height of Flairkeen, factor maybe. Oh, it's in! Well, the goalkeeper was maybe taken by surprise as the height of Uruguay paid off. Was it Lembo at the far post?
Again, no one on the back post. It's a wonderful header from Lembo. Ramirez having no chance there. That is a good header from the young man.
Aros. With the two centre-backs, Lembo and Picun, Flairkeen, Zalayeta, all players who can attack the ball. Oh, and the goalkeeper has fumbled it here. He's got to chase back, and he's been bought a bit of time by Garcia's foul, because although it's a free kick against Uruguay, goalkeeper's repositioned, and he can get his defensive line shaped up as well. It smacks against the crossbar and the goalkeeper didn't move. And what's the decision now? As the ball came back in, this is the referee who gave 5 penalties, remember, when Colombia played Argentina. And he's pointed to the spot again. Well, we were evaluating the free kick, which was pretty special. And it's what happened after that to look at now. That is seen as a foul by Picun on Salas, and Chile no sooner a goal down than they've got a penalty. Oh, and that's hit the bar from Salas.
Struck it wonderfully well, but again too high.
Cross to Acuna, back for Este again. That's a good leap. And Zamorano, who has got the spring when he's attacking the ball in the opponent's penalty area, the spring that was a bit misplaced when he was defending on the situation that led to the only goal of the game, and he hasn't managed the equaliser, although it was a good climb and more encouragement for Chile.
Yeah, he's a fantastic leaper, Zamorano. He reminds me very similar to Passarella in actual fact, the Argentinian defender who will take charge of Uruguay. He's not the biggest man in the world, both wonderful leapers. And it was a clever header, because if Carini had have come off his line, then Zamorano would have looped that over the top of him, but the young man in goal was equal to it once again.
Well, with Zamorano and Salas out there, Chile will still feel that they're in with a shout of getting to the final. The time is on Uruguay's side. Sierra takes charge of the free kick again. And this time Zamorano puts it away. It is 1-1.
There we see it coming in, Sierra with a wonderful ball. Poor marking. Picun was at number 3, I think, picking up Zamorano. He gets the first run on him. There we see it. Free header. Carini with no chance.
It's Zamorano, certainly done Chile proud again tonight. Well, they work that almost by second nature. It's when the ball is playing. They haven't put him in jail, have they?
That's fabulous. I thought this might be trouble. Salas just roaming offside Picoun there, but Carini coming out once again, standing big. Offside, definitely.
And after 90 minutes of intense competition, they're level on the scoreline at 1-1. So the referee, who loves to give penalties, now has to supervise penalties. He's kept his head down and fired it into the corner. So here goes Vargas, this for 1-1. That's what it is. Oh, and that's perfectly placed. Chile behind again in the shootout, but this is a chance to level it, but a terrific stop. Oh, well, the power. Pizarro, and he kept his cool. Maybe even on the law of averages, Uruguay are due to miss one, but not Zalayeta. It's done the job.
Yeah, that's all you need to do, put it in the net.
And Uruguay will play in the final of Copa America.
Magallanes had once again converted the all-important spot kick to put 14 times champions Uruguay into the final. The following day, Brazil were to meet Mexico for the second time in the tournament, in the second semi-final.
Roberto Carlos. Rivaldo, it opened up brilliantly for him, and for the third time in the opening quarter of an hour, Campos has made a decent save.
Great turning shot there by Rivaldo. Wonderful play by Roberto Carlos, went down the blind side there as a distraction. He was the decoy, and a wonderful shot, but nicely tipped over.
Here's Roberto with the cross, and it almost fell at the feet of Rivaldo. They just about scraped through that for the moment, Mexico. Now Emerson. It's a great ball. Roberto. Another dangerous cross, and it's hit the post and turned in. Amoroso gives Brazil the lead. 25 minutes gone. The champions have taken one significant step towards the final.
Great ball across there. Wonderful header in. Goalkeeper stranded, and a finish par excellence by a striker. Predator looking there on the edge of the 6 yards box. Wonderful finish.
Conceição. Width, as ever, provided on the right by Cafu. Conceição dives into the space. Also beautifully balanced. Rivaldo. It's a clever little ball in, and Rivaldo's shot finds the net. And Brazil extend their lead to 2-0, 3 minutes before half-time. Brilliant set-up play. I think they would have had a free kick anyway. The referee wisely allowed them to play on, and how Rivaldo relished the gift that the referee gave him.
Superb play indeed, Alan. That was a magnificent ball forward from Rivaldo. The referee was excellent. He allowed the advantage rule. It looked to me as if there was a free kick and it should have been awarded, but he allowed them to play on, and when the ball came back loose, in went Rivaldo with that magnificent left foot and struck it into the back of the net. That's a free kick, but excellent referee. He waited, delayed the whistle, and Brazil got what they deserved.
But here's Hernandez, breaking for Mexico. Always look sharp, always look dangerous. And turn that little ball inside them for Ramirez to shoot wide.
A wasted shot. Blanco looking for the ball, played into the box, maybe for a 1-2 or for Blanco to turn on his own, but Ramirez, rather selfishly, and with no hope of scoring, I felt, from that distance, tried a shot.
The last time Brazil came into this tournament as holders was 8 years ago. They reached the final then. They lost on that occasion to Argentina. Here's Cafu and Rivaldo. Conceição. Zé Roberto, just when you expect them to appear down the left, they appear down the right or in the centre, and Rivaldo showing that his right foot's not quite as good as his left, but not bad.
Not another good flowing movement, and as you said, Rivaldo shot it with his right foot over the top. Not too bad, a dipping one perhaps. Had he delayed his shot a little, let it come down, it might well have hit the target.
It's almost typical of Brazil, this. They get into what looks a comfortable lead and start conceding territory and possession to the opposition, giving them a little bit of encouragement as Ramirez shoots just wide.
Yeah, you're right, they seem to get a bit complacent and they just back off for a spell, but don't discount another goal for them. And Ramirez there showing his ability with his right foot on that occasion. Good shot, but not in any way troubling Dida.
Emerson with the early ball forward. Rivaldo off and running again, the ball glued to his foot. Now Ronaldo, Zé Roberto makes the overlap, opens up space. Still Ronaldo. Now Zé Roberto. So patient. Roberto Carlos arrives and fires one in just over the head of Rivaldo.
The timing of the run from Roberto Carlos was magnificent. He timed it to perfection, got the cross in, but it was just over the top. A driven ball would have been a better one on that occasion, but what a run from the back, helping out Ronaldo. There he is on the way back, and he'll come again, and he'll come again, he'll come continually throughout the match, and what an engine he has.
Marquez plays it forward, now an opening here. But the shot, a rather disappointing end to the first little glimmer that Mexico had.
We haven't seen much of Zepeda there, but he had no threat in that shot from outside the box.
A cruel moment to blow the whistle as he was in full flight, but Brazil won't be too concerned about that. They have won as expected here in Ciudad del Este tonight, beating Mexico City by 2-0, or Mexico even. Brazil are in the final.
The hot favourites, Brazil, against the youngsters from Uruguay. A year after their World Cup humiliation in France, the world was watching to see if Ronaldo and co could bounce back. Believe it or not, it had taken Brazil until 1997 to win a Copa America title on foreign soil. Then, in Bolivia, it looked a perfect prelude to their defence of their world crown a year later. They reached the final, of course, but mystery still surrounds that flop against France in '98. Now, here in Paraguay, they had the chance to regain their golden touch. But how would they fare in the final of Copa '99? Taking on 3-4.
It's an absolutely brilliant goal! Oh my word, what a goal that was!
Ronaldinho. Oh, he's got his first sensational goal. Brazil's opposition in the final, Uruguay. With many of their seasoned internationals rested, their team based on a successful under-21 squad. After 2 penalty shootout victories in the quarter and semi-finals, reaching the final itself was a real triumph. Although all the talk in Paraguay was of a Brazil victory, back home in England, 2 Uruguayan exiles were reveling in watching Uruguay's progress through Sky Sports. Ramirez will know that in the quarter-final. He goes the same way, same result, and Uruguay had the same sort of celebrations. They will play in the final of Copa America.
5 days ago, Uruguay's dramatic penalty shootout win over Chile in the semi-finals sent shockwaves throughout South America. A few glasses of bubbly were raised too in South Yorkshire. Danny Bergara inspected his lawn and wallowed in Uruguayan glory once again. Player, coach, manager, he's done the lot. Born in Uruguay, adopted by Yorkshire. He thinks nature should decide the winners tonight.
Uruguay, Brazil, Uruguay, Brazil, Uruguay.
As a manager, Danny Bergara led Stockport County to Wembley 4 times. At 57, he's worked with all the big names of English football. His heart, though, belongs to a tiny country of 3 million people. He played for Uruguay at under 18, one of 5 footballing brothers. 4 went on to play for their country. Now Danny's nephew, Federico Bergara, is expected to play for Uruguay tonight.
And funnily enough, he comes that he would be the son of the brother that never played for Uruguay. And then the other 4, including myself, and we all play for at different levels. Then we got plenty of boys, but no one made the grade to play for Uruguay.
Uruguay's joint record number of wins in the Copa America included this penalty shootout over Brazil in Montevideo 4 years ago. The rivalry between these 2 countries is intense.
I know the Brazilians have more sophisticated skills. They have a lot more going for them, more experience. But I tell you one thing, they are going to find some Uruguayans fighting for their lives in there. And when we do it in the right way, then we could be awesome.
It's a young Uruguayan side with many senior players being saved for World Cup qualification next year. Their last World Cup was 1990. One such is Gustavo Poyet of Chelsea, a winner 4 years ago. He knows all about national pride.
I think because when somebody has a son, the first thing he buy for him is a ball. So we are playing all the time, we are playing in the street, we are playing in the school, we are all the time trying to play football. I think it's something that we have inside.
So a nervous night for all Uruguayans.
When you play against, especially when you are playing for Uruguay and you play against Argentina or Brazil, this like a battle. Not a battle because you play hard, it's not because it's the rivalry, you know? So you have to win. It doesn't matter if you play a friendly game, if you play a preparatory game, qualification game, or like now, no, a final. You have to win every game.
So, Bruni, you think Brazil are going to win the Copa America?
Brazil are going to win the Copa America.
You want to play some cards and show me how?
Show you how with pleasure. There's no problem.
You want to play a hand first?
Yep, I'll play my hand first.
Defenders?
I'll play my goalkeeper first. The best goalkeeper in the tournament.
Tell me about Brazil.
Brazil, the best team in the tournament. At the moment, possibly the best team in the world. We have Dida, the new goalkeeper, succeeding Tafarel, playing in Switzerland, 6'4", picks out everything in the air, excellent distribution, has had a wonderful Copa America so far. Your goalkeeper?
Carini has done very, very well. A youngster, 19 years of age, made some outstanding saves. Penalties is second to none.
Penalties?
Penalties.
Well, why are we talking about penalties?
Because the scenario will be of possibilities that if we hold you all the way, Uruguay, that this man will pull out every stop.
Penalties. This game won't go to penalties. The game will be comfortably won in normal time by Brazil.
Tell me about your back four then.
Back four well known. This gentleman here, 29-year-old Cafu, down the right side, great athlete, can get forward, also back when required. We have a new central defender, João Carlos, brought into the Copa America, doing exceptionally well. Antonio Carlos, also new. These players have come in since the World Cup and have done exceptionally well. Roberto Carlos, arguably one of the most famous players in Europe, playing for Real Madrid. Wonderful left foot, strikes the ball magnificently. These two can go forward comfortably because of the assurance of capable defenders in the centre of the defence behind them.
This is one of the fastest back fours in the world. Have played as a unit, played significantly together as a unit. One of the smallest nations in South America are Uruguay. 3 million people. They have a spirit that is second to none. Del Cambio, Picken, Lembo, Floriquin, they are very, very united as a unit. Inexperienced, I grant you, but they've grown in stature. They will be very, very hard to break down. We have worked at Pickon. You might have thought that Brazil have seen him in other games where he's been exposed, but we have worked on his defensive qualities. And as a unit, they haven't given a chance.
He has been exposed, there's no question. No one here in this back four has ever been exposed in this tournament. They're growing together as a unit. They're going to be the best in the world for years to come because the age of the two central defenders is sufficient for them to play there for years. These guys are athletes, keep themselves extremely fit, and they'll be forming that back four, I predict, for Brazil in years to come, one which is unbreachable, certainly in this Copa America.
So, you want to deal some more cards, Brune?
Yeah, we want to deal some more cards.
So, tell me about your midfield.
You've given me the best midfield in the competition. You've given me Conceição, Emerson, Rivaldo and Zé Roberto. Although I have them here positioned in a line like that, they don't play in that manner. Emerson protecting his two central defenders. Rivaldo supporting the front. We've got a diamond shape now in midfield. These fellas getting really forward. Coming in when Cafu goes there, when Roberto Carlos goes there. So we have got a fluent, very, very functional midfield, full of talent, full of ability, full of inspiration. And Rivaldo in his new supporting position behind the front two is a real danger, one that you won't manage to cope with.
So you're telling me this young midfield that has run and run and run has got no chance against yours? We have Bergara. We have Maglianis, we have Guiglio and Carrillo. As a unit, they have been magnificent. They have worked and worked. And they can expose Cafu, because when he comes forward, there is space behind him.
The Brazilians, no problem with that. They just wear you down, and they will wear Uruguay down in this final.
So, you're telling me we have no chance then?
I'm telling you, you have no chance.
You want to play some more cards?
Yeah, sure.
Two cards. You're smiling.
Two cards. I'm smiling. You've dealt me the best two strikers in the world. Amoroso, Ronaldo, leading scorers in the tournament. 4 goals each so far, and more in the final.
I have Zabaleta, 3 goals. Alves has worked and worked. You keep smiling about Ronaldo.
I'm smiling. He's had a wonderful tournament. He's back to his brilliant best. 22 years of age, not 23 yet. 50 international caps, more than Pelé at the same stage in his career. 33 international goals. No wonder I'm smiling.
Zabaleta is the up-and-coming. He has 3 goals in this competition. He can be a threat to your defender, and especially to the hole where Cafu comes from. Alves, unknown, but is willing to run and run. We are the underdogs. We rely on our spirit.
You're right, you're the underdogs.
3 million people, that's all we have to pick from, but we have the spirit.
We have 2 strikers here with outstanding ability, and these 2 will undoubtedly add to the goals they've already scored in this tournament.
When we get to a penalty shootout.
Penalty shootout. Don't make me laugh, boy.
When we get there, have you got the experience of being in this competition? Because we have.
We haven't had to go to any penalty shootouts. Every game has been won in normal time, and that's what will happen in the final.
Uruguay were never expected to get this far. Now they will give everything. Their coach, Victor Pau, has been an outstanding success with this young team. He understands them, and they believe that they can shut the door for Brazil. And if they do, they have not missed a penalty yet. Have not missed one penalty.
They're not going to get a penalty in normal time. As I said earlier, you need to be in an offensive. You need to be in the penalty box to have a chance of a penalty. They will be so seldom in the penalty box that our experienced defenders will mop up everything.
How many times has Brazil won the Copa America?
5 times.
Is that all?
5 times.
You realise that Uruguay have won it 14?
14?
Talking over, time for the climax of the 39th Copa America in Asunción. Uruguay, the ultimate in underdogs, against Brazil, fallen favourites in France only 12 months earlier.
Rivaldo, first real thrust from Brazil here, and Rivaldo, who's been amongst the goals in the knockout phase in particular, can't keep the shot down. Rivaldo, a lot of them have come by coach. It's a journey of around 18 hours, and they might be concerned here. It's Zé Roberto, just forced wide by the movement out of his goal by Carini, and that was enough to put Zé Roberto off, a player who scored in the last final 2 years ago. It's his only goal ever for Brazil, and it looked like number 2 might come on a similarly big stage.
Look at them surrounding the Brazilian player whenever he receives it. 2 or 3 players quickly surrounding him, making it very, very difficult. There's another example. That just obviously over robust on that occasion.
Well, the referee running out of patience, and it's Callejas, the player brought in to start the game tonight. They put 5 in the wall, Uruguay. Here comes Roberto Carlos, and the wall stout-hearted. Sees Zé Roberto go down, and there's another booking.
from Rivaldo, so the free kick was very costly, and Rivaldo, a player you might expect to see scoring direct from free kicks, this time got his head to the ball, and in that position really you just help it on and hope, and his hopes were answered, and how. It's Brazil 1, Uruguay 0 in the 21st minute. Kuhn lunging in, but Brazil keeping the ball. They do have the firepower. They certainly have the firepower. Rivaldo rounding off a truly inspired, incisive move. His second goal. Carini beaten by Brazil for a second time. What's the referee going to make of this? It's a South American flashpoint. Magallanes is the player down. It's a question of retribution that the referee will take.
It was careless for my money. I don't think it was deliberate. In fact, I'm sure it wasn't deliberate, but it was reckless, careless, and I'm convinced a yellow card had he not already been cautioned. So the referee here seems to me to have perhaps taken the soft option.
This is Del Campo! Oh, the best moment for Uruguay in terms of finding a way through. The ball flew out to Fleokin, where the marvellous run by Del Campo off the bar, and Fleokin had to take it straight away. Brazil could round it all off here. They go 3-0, and Ronaldo puts his trademark so soon after the restart on this Copa America final. Applause from his teammates, from the fans, from Brazilian followers all over South America, all over the world. And look at the joy. The man whose last final was such a miserable occasion in France in the World Cup in '98. In '99, Brazil's number 9 has scored splendidly.
Yes, Lembo and Pican cut square. Ronaldo in the inside left position, a wonderful strike with his left foot in the volley, right into the roof of the net. Unstoppable Ronaldo. He has been looking to do that throughout the tournament. He already had scored 4, that's his 5th, and a well-deserved goal. Excellent finish.
Ronaldo coming back to defend, and this time the sprint comes from Amoroso. They're galloping up in support. Well, that could have been a historic hat-trick for Rivaldo. It's Cafu, and Uruguay are in serious trouble again. Very serious trouble. Well, it could easily have been 5 or 6. Flavio Conceição showing some mercy there, not intentionally, of course.
Yeah, all he needed to do was to place that ball, pass it into the net, but he tried to bust the net with it, and he ballooned it over the top.
It's Magallanes. That just bounced in front of Dida. Who again looked very capable, wasn't deceived by any awkward bobble.
Good shot, but good goalkeeping indeed.
Roberto Carlos with a free kick. Oh, and down goes Ronaldo. The trajectory of the
Ball from Roberto Carlos took out the last defender. Ronaldo's control was superb, and Brazil feeling they should have had a penalty. Difficult moments for Dida, but his clean sheet is still intact. Magallanes, they've lost it in their own half, say Roberto, and it's Amoroso unselfishly. Rivaldo, good stop by Carini, still the hat-trick won't come. The outside of the net when a consolation was beckoning for Alves and Uruguay.
This is excellent play by him, a great change of direction there onto his right foot, and he tried to pass it in, but he scrubbed it past, unfortunately.
That was the last act. Brazil have kept hold of the Copa America. They have retained their South American title a year after they lost their grip on the World Cup. Uruguay can be so proud of getting this far, but they have to settle for second place. Goals from Rivaldo, two of them midway through the first half, and after Uruguay had smacked the crossbar just before half-time and maybe entertained some small hope in the second half, out came Brazil, all guns blazing, and Ronaldo put his imprint on this final. The 99 final has gone to form. Brazil in Paraguay with the perfect record, played 6, won 6. The nation that has to win to satisfy their fans has won again today by 3 goals to 0, and for the first time ever they've retained the Copa America. He holds up his Uruguayan flag, but what matters tonight is who holds up this. That's what it's been all about over the last 2.5 weeks. 26 games, and Brazil undoubtedly the best in Copa America 99. They have not disappointed here in this final, which they've won by 3 goals to 0. In retaining the Copa America, Brazil regained much of their reputation in world football. After personal turmoil, a smile as broad as his shoulders returned for Ronaldo. Paraguay could be proud of its first South American finals. It was rich in entertainment and in goals. But Copa America 99 belonged to Brazil.